Well, Spencer, been kind of an up and down season so far. What's kind of the mood of the team this morning as you guys hit the practice field again?
You know, we can't let something like that bring us down too much. Kind of have to step back and realize that that's not a league game, and you know, it kind of hits you a little hard, and it's tough to lose. But you know, we got to keep moving on and win some Mountain West games.
But, you know, as you look at this season, anything you can put your finger on why it's kind of been up and down and hit and miss a little bit?
I don't think it's one thing in particular. You know, assignments, fundamentals, it all comes back to that stuff. Probably need to practice better. But, you know, we're right where we want to be to still play in that championship game.
Not used to being 5-3 though. I mean, what mentally, I guess, how are you guys doing that way? Has it been tough?
Yeah, and once again, you can't dwell on that too much. You got to take it one game at a time, and you can't look in the past.
Colorado State's sort of been one of the surprise teams in this league this year. What do you see different about them this year?
They play hard. They have really good players across the board. Front seven's physical. Linebackers come downhill hard. A couple big guys inside, and they're a good team. I think they're 4-4 right now, and they're doing well.
What did you see from Grant in his first start?
I think he did well. You know, obviously there's little things that you got to clean up here and there. All of us have that, and I think he did great for his first start.
Were they the toughest team in the trenches that you played so far?
They were up there with you know, Washington and Fresno.
Seems like a common theme kind of in the 3 losses. You got behind early and it was kind of in the first half, and maybe it was tough to come back. And you had slow starts in some of the other games. I mean, is there any reason you think why maybe you guys are having a little tough time offensively getting things going a little earlier?
I'm not sure. Once again, you can't put it on one thing, but that's definitely something we have to clean up, start fast, and continue that into the second half.
You got like -6 in turnovers in the 3 losses and +5 in the 5 wins, so turnovers obviously a key.
Yeah, you know, we got to keep guys off Jay, we got to keep guys off Grant, and you know, we kind of take pride in that as an offensive line, not to turn the ball over.
You guys done anything in practice, changing anything up, you know, to try and jump out of the slow start thing at all?
Yeah, actually today we kind of changed it up a little bit. Went back in the locker room and after we stretched, and then came out and tried to just start fast and not miss a beat.
You guys have a script for, you know, first 10, 15 plays. How did that go today?
In practice?
Mm-hmm.
It went well. You know, Mondays are a little different. We don't do as much team stuff, but it's all about fundamentals and you know, more individual work.
Coach was saying that he thought maybe guys weren't taking that kind of individual stuff seriously enough at this point in the season, the fundamentals, the turnover circuit kind of stuff. Have you noticed anything like that, where maybe guys were kind of in the middle of the season? Or
I didn't really notice anything myself. You know, that's Coach Pete's job to kind of step back and look at the whole practice, and all we can do is just focus on ourselves.
Could you tell any kind of renewed focus or any difference?
You know, I think everybody kind of came out in practice today with a chip on their shoulder, and we all realized we have to get better.
What was appealing on the offense when you pulled it within 14 with still 10.5 minutes left in the game?
I was excited. You know, I think everybody kind of felt that, and it was just tough to give up that extra field goal, and you know, it's a bummer we couldn't have bounced back from that.
The season looks like the running totals have been a lot better. From a blocking perspective, why do you think the run game has done better than it has in the past couple of years?
You know, I think that goes back to Coach Prince and Coach Strasser and just putting together good game plans. We try not to change too much stuff, but, I mean, I think it goes back to the coaches.
Jay's on the verge of a 1,000-yard season already. How much pride do you guys take in that as an offensive line?
I think it's awesome. You know, I'm happy for him, and especially after coming off that injury and doing as well as he had. You know, I think it's awesome. I'm happy for him.
A couple 4th down and 1s that you guys couldn't pick up. How frustrating was that? And it turned out to be couple key plays in the game.
It was frustrating, and that's, you know, it comes back to the goal line, short yardage stuff, and then red zone football, and we need to get better at that, obviously, and get those first downs.
When you looked at that on tape, was that just not getting enough push or assignments maybe, or?
Yeah, I think it comes back to fundamentals. I don't think we lack pushing them around or anything. I think just, you know, we didn't get our hands inside when we were moving our feet, stuff like that.
I don't know where you are with what down it is, but there was one time where it said 3rd down in the field, but it should have actually been 4th down. Were you aware that one was going on? Or?
No.
Oh.
No. I didn't even know that.
Made a first down, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
Wonder what they'd have done, though, if it didn't make that.
They credit them with the fourth down conversion.
Yeah.
You have a chance to watch Colorado State at all?
Yeah, I watched some film yesterday and today.
What'd you think? Just in terms of improvement, I mean, that was a team you guys kind of steamrolled last year.
Yeah, I think they're definitely way better than they were, and you know, it's from here on out we got tough teams every week, so, and they're one of them. They're good.
You talk about like having a lot of your goals still in front of you. You kind of look at it now as kind of a 4-game season here with everything, you know, kind of putting this other, everything that's happened to this point kind of behind you and looking at these 4 games.
Yeah, it's a bummer that we lost to Fresno in that game, but you look at the Washington loss and last week, and you know, those don't really count towards the Mountain West Championship. And so if we win out, we're right where we want to be.
You guys do anything different in preparation for the elevation for Collins?
No.
Colorado State only has 1 loss in the Division II, so it's first things first, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we can't lose to those guys. Take it 1 game at a time.
Anything else, guys? Thanks, Spencer.
Thanks.